Hello dudes, it's Mailloux here back with another Wynncraft quest guide, and today we are taking a look at A Hunter's Calling. It's a combat level minimum of 103 and it's a long quest. Trust me, it's very long. Explore the deepest parts of the silent expanse. Right click to track. So we're going to start off by right clicking to track it. Now we're starting in Lutho here, but let's first start off with some starting information. Let's see, for this quest you will need to complete the quest A Journey Beyond and A Journey Further, so you have access to the Silent Expanse. Then you also need to complete Eldritch Outlook, the dungeon you unlock after A Journey Further. You have to complete it in the sense of you have to beat the boss and sort of fully complete the dungeon. You can't just enter it and die in it, you have to beat the boss. It unlocks a back door. Then you also have to complete Dwarves and Dogons Part 1 and 2. We're also gonna need access to Corkus, so I recommend that you also complete the Envoy Part 1. So you have access to Corkus and can buy a scroll. Because we're gonna need a lot of potions for this one, but we're also gonna need an Olux scroll, a Rodoroc scroll, a Corkus City scroll, a Troms scroll, a Ragni scroll, an Almuj scroll, a Nesaak scroll, and a Detlas scroll, and lots of potions, but I mentioned that. We're starting in Lutho, and we're gonna make our way over to the start of the quest. We're gonna exit here behind and make our way towards Eldritch Outlook. Now this is currently, when I'm recording this, the highest leveled quest in Wynncraft, and it's also the longest one. Now if you thought that quests like Temple of Legends were long, this is Temple of Legends turned up to 9,000. No, but hopefully we'll be able to beat through it here, but we'll see. We're gonna make our way over to Eldritch Outlook here. Let's see if I can make it there alive. I'm not gonna make it there alive, am I? Had to use a movement spell there because some mob is actually catching up with me, which is not normal. But there's gonna be several boss fights in this quest. Several. That's why we need so many potions. Here we are at Eldritch Outlook. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna enter this basically. And we enter the dungeon as well. Here we are. So the reason you need to complete the dungeon fully is that once you complete it, this doorway here opens up. Now it may look open when you get here, but there's going to be a trigger block here that blocks you from going through the doorway if you completed the dungeon. Then on the back here we can find a road, and we're gonna walk along it here. Be careful because we are currently sort of above the void here, so mind your step so you don't fall down. It would be hilarious if I fell down and died here, but hopefully I won't. We walk carefully. Okay, and here is the portal to Dern. Very cool portal. But we walk up here, and right over here we find this figure. You arrive, you search, to what end? You wonder, what do we speak of, to what end? You panic, we know you, how? We can provide no answer. For answers you search, to an end you seek, may we offer an end. The besieged origin, to end one must begin. And there we go. So that is basically all they'll say, so that's why we need so many scrolls. We need to go to the besieged origin, so we take the scroll to Ragni here. What you need to do is that we basically have to walk towards the eastern gate here, and it's going to teleport us here once we get close enough and it triggers. So let's see here. Here we can see that we're getting teleported, so there we are. Now we're getting teleported. We destroy Ragni today. The great fortress will fall. And we'll find their protector Bob. You each will engage the guards and city dwellers, 10 citizens. If each of you kills 10 citizens, then the city will run empty, so you shall make it run empty. Go. So basically, we're gonna enter Ragni here and kill 10 citizens. You can kill guards, citizens, doesn't matter, they all count. You can also enter the sort of square over this way. There's usually a lot of them, but the archers are in this area. Okay, we are at 6 of them. So let's see if we can get the last one more citizen. Oh, there. Guard right there. There we are. And now we get teleported. And so much of the active army dead, dying, and corrupted, Ragni fell within the day. The king of Ragni sought help from Troms, the most secure fortress in the province, but help was too late. When the armies of Troms reached the once noble fort, it was corrupted in ashes. And now we're back here. You anger, viewing needless destruction, to what end? You distrust, we are dark, are we? You believe it so. You prepare, you would attack us, to what end? There is no end of what you wish, there is none, but may we offer an end. The unrighteous sought it, the noble hid it. The one seeking answers found more questions, another beginning to a new end. Now we're basically gonna take the Almuj scroll here. We're gonna go over to Wynncraft Site A. So we're gonna basically go to the south here, past the housing balloon. We can go up these stairs. And we can take to the right and continue south. We can go through the camp here, but we head to the east, just sort of diagonally here. And here we can see the tents here above Wynncraft Site A, and we need to sort of walk in between them right here. And here we teleport. And here we have Amidal. Hey little miss, don't go spacing out on me like that. Now that you're acquainted with the new laws, we'll want to introduce, I've got a job for you. The current mayor is human. He'll inevitably veto the laws. The deputy, on the other hand, is a villager on our side. See what I'm getting at? Another employee has already been sent out to get things started. He'll know what you need to do, so meet up with him, would you? Okay, so we're gonna follow the little path here to Almuj. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna walk towards this bridge and we cross it. And this guy will pop up right over here. Now he didn't want to spawn in there as you saw, but maybe he'll stay there. Yeah, sometimes you need to go re-trigger it. So we talked to the employee. You're here for the job, aren't you? I have to apologize. It's going to be trickier than I'd wanted it. So our mission is to assassinate the mayor. Amidal told you about the law, so we have a puppet in the running who'll rubber stamp them. I got the trap set up inside the bank. It was entirely too tricky, but it worked out. Your job is to trigger the trap. Climb up the tree behind me and look through the window. You should be able to see it from there. So we walk up here, we climb these vines, and then we head towards this tree. We walk up the tree, sort of shift on the side here and drop down, and then climb up some more. And we do a little bit of a parkour uphill, and then we follow the carpet, and here we are. Jump to the window, and here. Can you see the mayor? I had to stay totally out of sight while setting this up, so the only way to get to the trap is to jump across the hanging lamps in the ceiling. You can absolutely not be spotted. The way up to the ceiling is on the opposite side of the bank. Just keep on walking past the guards. Play cool. So now we can drop down here again, basically, and we can walk across to the other side of the bank here. And once more, we climb the tree. And now we have a parkour here that we're gonna do. Like he said here, across the hanging lamps. And the tricky part is that you shouldn't stand still on the wooden parts. They will fall down. If you run and then jump on the lamp, you can see it falls down. I would recommend that you sort of take off your walk speed armor, because that sometimes messes up the jump. Now I thought that I jumped on there, but I didn't. I need to re-trigger it. Yeah, let's just jump down here. There we are. Up. And then we jump over here. I jumped too early. Yeah. I'm not good at parkour, so but we take those smaller jumps more carefully. Here we jump, and we can jump, and on this lamp. And then we just jump onto this, and we try to interact with it, and it will put us on this side, and it will kill the mayor. Now we should say, yeah, okay, your quest book here says to head back, so we right click on that to break it, and he says, you know, head back to the camp, so we can just drop down into the water here. Here's the bridge we took earlier, so we can just go this way here and take the same path back as we took before, back to Amado. If you die in any of these parts, you can just return to the teleport site, basically. Ah, you two are back. Is everything taken care of? Yes, sir, everything went smoothly. Linus did a great job for the company. We can send in Miss Wuna at any time now, and she'll give us the clearance to start the excavation in a snap. And we're back. You rage. A did the ignoble. To what end? You misinterpret what you see. Is it true? How? The answer, it will not bring you the end. You see, yet you do not understand, so may we offer an end. The cruel, the kind, the selfish, the just, he who traveled life with confliction, who faced eternity served cold to his end. Now we take a scroll to Nesaak here. Cold, so it's talking about Thurk, basically. No, Theoric, not Thurk. Thurk, it's Ensign's brother. We're in Nesaak, and we're gonna make our way south here over to the Ice Barrows dungeon. We're gonna cross this little ice walk here, and then we go over to the Ice Barrows here. Here it will teleport us. You can see. There we are. You have been made for a single purpose, peon. The wizard, Theoric, is endangering our cause. He's capable of halting our advance with his damnable ice. Kill him. I send you in my place. He will expect me. He will not expect one that looks as human as you. If you fail, it will set us back greatly. It will give them a chance. Do not let them get that chance. Nesaak is behind me. Move. So there's gonna be a boss fight now. We're gonna have to fight Theoric in this part. And if you die, go back to the Ice Barrows, and there's gonna be a floating little potion that you can interact with, you can talk to basically, and it will put you back into the fight. And it should be sort of right behind the mage that you talk to for the Fate of the Fallen quest. So sort of right behind him, the west. Basically, we enter Nesaak here, and we walk over to the left here, and this will start. Listen, I understand the discontent, but we must start rationing. The corruption is consuming our miss something fields. Who knows if we'll even have water soon. We need to save up as much as we can. Yeah, and what does Theoric have to say on the topic? How will he think of that? He will be here shortly to discuss the problem in more detail. Everyone hush and listen to what Kotham is saying. Here's Theoric. As the mayor said, all of you need to start rationing what you eat and drink. I cannot be here every waking moment. In addition, I figured something very important out. I'm developing a way to cease the spread of corruption, so I need to concentrate on that. Something's off. Someone among you, I can feel a horrendous strength. Both of them, get everyone to safety. Now, move, go. You, sent by Bakal, I assume. What is he? What is he? Too much of a coward to face me himself? What purpose do you have for doing this? This destruction is needless. Nesaak and all of Wynn will have suffered enough. I'll freeze you solid, just like the rest of the corruption, you foul thing. So I'm just gonna make some preparational elemental potions here. They can be useful as well. Derek is weak to fire, which is not the main damage I'm dealing. I deal water and air damage, so this will probably take a while. Unlike most of the other guides that have gone quickly because I've been higher level. So the battle took a bit of a while. Here's the thing to get back, by the way. Let's see. Yeah. It took a while, so I just grabbed a first weapon that I had to put some fire powders on it, and hopefully that will make it go a little bit faster, but I don't know that, but maybe. Oh yeah, I forgot to take my little thing there. Yeah, immediately goes faster. He has several attacks here. He has this sort of wind that blinds you. Then he has the mini tornadoes that shoot you up in the sky. And then he also shoots ice blocks at you. Those are the tornadoes that shoot you up in the sky. They're very annoying. You can use movement spells too. Oh no, he's gonna blind me again. Was that Arrow Storm I heard? Yeah, he also has Arrow Storm, but I missed that. Ow. No, 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 don't kill me. I didn't die the first time, but it was taking so long that I slash killed. Oh, come on. And there we are. I think I killed him. Yep, there we go. Ooh. Finally. Because of XavierExE passing, Nesaak was never saved. The corruption fully took over the town and its citizens. They all died, I guess. Nesaak was the first to fall. And oh. Alright. The twains fall away. The peon has done his job well. The corruptive influence will spread. I will see this place desolate. Okay. We now return. You fear, does the dark become you? The answer. No, you remain whole, you do not change. Though you wonder to what end, the question brings dread. Yet an end is what you seek, so may we offer an end? An end ousted by further action, an end brought to sex, an end to the surety of the hearty, an end of the world in some fashion. We take a scroll to Troms. Here we are. And we're gonna make our way to the cave where the corruptor of worlds resides. We're gonna exit Troms here. We do not need the helmet. It should teleport you right by the entrance. So basically we go down here and then we just take to the left here by this cannon. That's the rock, and here we are. And it should teleport us right inside here. Yep, here we are. There we are, okay. Peon, you had been created for one purpose. You will ensure the fall of Troms. The corrupter of worlds was trapped within this cave. The fool decimated my army when I laid siege last. Since then he has been sealed in. The magic of the Twains is strong here. He cannot escape. You will release him from this cave. Whether you die afterwards is irrelevant. He will destroy Troms of his own accord. Venture through the cave, break the Twain seal, and ensure he has a way to escape. So we're gonna head over to the cave here. And we enter. Here's the seal we'll break on the way out. Defend yourself, he's far too gone to control you, will be attacked. So we're basically just gonna run through here, dodging the mobs to the best of our abilities. Oh wow, that did a lot. Then we walk through here and we drop down, but I'm gonna use a movement spell. And then we walk to the back of the cave here. Just want to dodge those guys, don't want to die. In case, because it looks like I'm fairly weak here. We walk over here and we right click to dig. We're gonna break through here. Yeah, I knew I was. So we made him escape here. So now we need to lure all these guys, all these mobs here. And let's just shift click through that. We need to lure the whole bunch of them onto here. Oh no, don't let me get. Let's see if this works instead. Get some mobs. And we lead them onto this. There we are. It's built, and now we can jump on the pressure plate and it boosts us up. We have a little parkour, boosts us up once more, and then a last one that boosts us out of here. So we just escape through the cave here. Run! Just run through here. And then once we're through, we have to align these. We have to switch it to be knee booth tall here. And then we switch these two like that. And that breaks the seal. Punch it. And now we can run out. Your job is done and you survived. I will save you for another mission should I need you. Now watch. Okay, and now we're back here in Lutho, or not Lutho, but the portal to Dern. You disbelieve it was an end, but you are here once more. How much more? Where's next? To what end? Aiding terrible forces, but is it true? To what end? The answer. No, you see possibility. You do not see certainty. Your question, to what end? Then. And so may we offer an end. Metal preventing an end. Life ends prevented. Does metal taking life bringing an end truly prevent more? Okay, let me just switch back here to my first world. Okay, so we are gonna take a Olux scroll here. So we're gonna go to Olux. We're gonna need some loose emeralds for this one, so I'm just gonna quickly go to the bank here whilst we're here. Grab some loose emeralds. Okay, so for this part we're gonna go over to the what is it called, the factory, the the Iron Heart Part 2 Golem Factory. So we're gonna go down here and to the right, and then we head to the west here. And then after this area, we just go through here. Then we follow this little path north. And here we are at the entrance to the factory. Once more, we do. Oh yeah, it doesn't require a helmet anymore anyway, so we just walk up the stairs. And it should teleport us. Here we are. You relics. Ah, here for the job opportunity then, I see. The waiver didn't turn you away, good. Now to business. Times are tough, as you know, and our iron golems are in high demand. However, we've experienced a drought of volunteers. Your job is decently simple. Just convince some people to join the cause. 3 people should be enough for the moment. Look around the swamp for some folks and lure them over here. I'll stay in here and take care of them when you bring me them. It will be absolutely worth your while, I assure you. So we're gonna bring 3 people, and you can take them all at once or one at a time. But we're gonna follow this path here to the south, and we walk just along here. There'll be a few annoying mobs here, but that is to be expected. And the first guy is gonna appear right over here along the path here. And if it doesn't appear, just walk /class and try to walk up sort of towards him again. Let's just kill these people. Alright. So let's talk to him. Ah, dang it, dang it, dang it. You, over there, help me out, would you? I tripped and fell in this stupid hole, and now there's mud in my eyes that I can't get out. I need to get home or to some kind of doctor so I can wash my eyes out with actual clean water. Get me to Olux or a doctor, or even just a sink. So now he's gonna follow us here. We're gonna continue over to the west here along the path. He's gonna follow us along, so we're gonna take him all at once here. We're gonna walk over to this guy right over here. And he said, oh, hey, cutie, what you doing all the way out here? Just exploring, huh? I bet someone like you could use someone to, you know, spend some time with. Guess you're not interested though. Sorry if I came off as creepy. I'm just really lonely is all. And so we're gonna walk past him here over to this pretty flower. Kill it and grab a lovely flower, and we give it to him. Wait, are those for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. I'm so happy. You want to take me out on a date? Really? You'll give me a chance? Yes, of course. Lead the way, please. I can't wait to see where we're headed. Now they're both following me here. We're gonna turn around and continue. And now we came from that way to the north, but we're gonna walk over to this little farming area here where we can find Leanie here. A bit of spare change for an old man out of work. This decay has made me terribly sick. I still have a family to feed. Any amount will help. And that's what we need the loose emeralds for here. Just kill these guys. So as you can see, there's these particles here on the floor, and if you click on them and you hear the click, that sort of confirms it, and it places an emerald. So we're basically gonna walk our way back here. Oh no, 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 you're not gonna kill me. Alright, we're gonna click these emeralds here along the path on particle. Come on. There we go. 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 And there we go. And there we are. Now we're gonna see him follow our trail of money here. I'll take care of this homeless man. And now we can just simply walk in here and he will take all of them. There we are. Good job. Let's get down to my lab. Yep. And we're now down, so walk through here. Parkour up here. Then we just walk through here, go up the stairs. And here we are. Flawless work. I dare say these are some of our best work yet, and it's thanks to you. Go one step closer. You've done a wonderful service here. Examine the fruits of your labor. Look into their eyes. It's almost like you can see the person they once were. Intriguing, isn't it? This one seems quite fond of you. Want to take it home as a bonus to your payment? And there we are. We now get teleported back. You resign yourself. You believe you'll never find the answers you seek. You see the ends. To what end? They are not yours. What is their purpose? You do not understand, but you must see, so may we offer an end. A home invaded, a society crumbling, the people starving, the concerned helpless, the flames rising, an end you will not expect. So we take our scroll to Rodoroc here. And this is why you need to complete Dwarves and Dogons Part 2 here, because we're going to go over to the Dwarven slums that you unlock from Part 2 here. So we're going to go over to the south here. And then we take a left. We go through here. And over here to the right, there's a staircase here. We can go up here. Go to the right once more. And then here to the left we have the entrance to the Rodoroc slums. We go down this ladder. Then we can just walk through here to this house in the back here. We just enter it. Here we are. Our king has requested the removal of the slum folk. He wants to clean up their tunnels and build more residences. Please go tell those hooligans to get out of our city. I'll be waiting here for your return. So we do what we just did. We walk into the slums. And then we walk the back here. And we can talk to this guy right over here. A king's messenger, What's your kind doing here? Wait, eviction? You can't possibly be serious. I understand orders are orders, but these are people's lives. This is the only time the king has ever bothered even acknowledging our existence, and he wants to fling us onto the streets? We will not leave, simple as that. You'd better get out before someone lays you out for coming here. So we return to the guy that sent us here. Let's say that they do not want to leave. As expected, well, the king's orders are orders, they must be followed, but good God, he wants to cave it in. Explosive dynamite, what's the meaning of all this? Here, I at least inform them before you set off the explosives that you're doing this. Just mark the quest again. There we are. So we return back into the slums. And we go to the back here. And on this emerald block, we place the TNT. We can drop it now. And now we need to turn around and do this parkour here. Gotta be quick, because it's on a timer. Might take a few tries. Oh, and then across, and that's it. There we go. Once again, you wonder to what end. The question taunts you, to what end? Your soul, we see your soul conflicted. You panic, we do not taint it, we do not darken it. But to what end, you ask? So may we offer an end? Metal, life, a new place. When it's not sacrifice for another, always distrusting. Tension as the clockworks chime. So, as the clockworks chime, you take the scroll to Corkus City here. And we're gonna walk up to the large clock tower in the castle. So we walk up to the Corkus Castle here. And then to the right here, we enter this elevator. We take it up. And now there's going to be another boss fight here later on. And if you die, basically take the same way we're taking now. And it will teleport you back. But basically, we go to the top here. There's the clock tower. And we need to stand on that balcony. That will teleport us. We go through here. And if you die, basically you return to the same balcony here with the Corkian Security Overseer. Here we are. Ah, good. I like the looks of this one. I will have to thank whoever made this mech. Mech, can you understand me? Are your audio receptors functional? Yes, good. I will give you your purpose. I cannot believe it has come to this point, but after that human destroyed our facility, it was a good thing I had a backup course prepared. My sarcastic statements most likely tricked the human into thinking they destroyed me fully. After some investigation, it came to light that the Avos aided the humans. I honestly could not understand why. I cannot compute any other possible interpretation of my order to destroy the highest threats at this point. Both the Avos and humans are incredibly dangerous. I mean, wait, you could not have seen Legendary Island. Just know that they're both crazy. If I am to finish my programmed orders, both of them must be destroyed, however much I might hate the idea. It is your job to create distrust between them. Make sure you aren't seen. The Avos are already skeptical of the Corkians. And the humans were idiotic enough to keep a catapult aimed at the Avos settlement. Take advantage of their stupidity. So, I'm just gonna skip through this mech here. He's gonna talk about the catapult that we need to basically, yeah, he's scanning the area and everything. But basically, if we turn around here and we enter this little house, we go up the stairs. In here, we find an electromagical battery. Then we go down the stairs once more. We go over to the catapult here and we go past it. We're gonna go up to this little scaffolding here and we climb up. And once we're here, we just right click to break a boulder. Then we can drop down and we can grab one rock here. So now we have electromagical battery and one sturdy rock here. What we need to do is we need to walk over to the catapult. And we need to click on this with the battery. And now we did that. I'm in shock. We aid them in destroying their factory. Round out the defenses and sharpen the spears. There's no excuse for this. Wait, hold on. Maxie. Chieftain, we noticed the same thing as you did, and I promise you it was not us who did this. Maxie, there's no more both sides here. This is not your people tearing up the earth. This is your people's attempt. Your people making attempts on our lives. No, I swear, this wasn't planned. I'm on the city council now. And there's got to be another explanation. There's still mechs around. It could have been one of them. And what would those monstrosities be taking? And what would they be taking orders from? Your factory is shut down as it ought to be. I'll investigate this myself. There's got to be another explanation. Please hold off on the war preparations. Begin transmission. That would have been all we needed to do if not for someone interfering. You did your job perfectly. But there will be another task for you. It is time to make the Avos look as they are attacking. There's a totem in the Avos chieftain's tent that harnessed the druidic magic. You will steal it and attack Corkus City. You will break in, aided by the teleportation mech that I'm sending this message through. Do not get caught. In transmission, when you have completed your objective, I will return you to next objective location. So we simply just walk up here. We enter the chieftain's hut here. We walk behind them up the stairs. Then we enter this room here, and we right click to take the totem here, if it's gonna allow me to take it. There we are. And now we can just jump through the window into this water and the teleportation mech. Retrieving mech. Please stand by. So it teleports us basically. There we are. Standing by, next objective location. Here we place the totem. And it does that. What's that? The Avos are attacking. They listen to me, right? Why this? What in the world? That's Avos magic. Why are they attacking us? This is on a way bigger scale than finding grapevines in my laundry machine. Don't panic, I'll talk to the chieftain. There has to be some kind of mistake here, I'm certain of it. Chief, I thought I asked you to put away the war drums. We have, Maxie. Do not make accusations upon us on our own land. Corkus City was attacked today. A magical root broke through our wall. This is nature magic, an Avos specialty. Convenient that one of our prized ceremonial totems have gone missing. It may be right that someone is attempting to cause insurgents. I knew this was some kind of mistake. I'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, there's an annoying wrench in the works. You've been doing your job perfectly. I've got one more order for you that should tip things over the edge. Stand by for teleportation. There's a set of statistically inferior mechs built by the Corkins in this tower. I have a set of systems programmed in this device. This will override their current programming and send them to attack the Avos settlement. They'll be so disgusted by the Corkin relentlessness something. No, I can't even keep up the sarcastic facade anymore. They'll be attacking and kill Avos people and set the civil war blazing. Do your job quickly and transmission. So we just grab this transmitter here, and then we enter this tower. Then we go to the back here. What we need to do is that we're gonna have to parkour on the outside and inside of this tower here to get to the top, where we'll place this transmitter here, and it will make all the robots go evil. So we jump on these jump pads, try to time it with this thing, land on it, rush over, and then climb the ladder. It can be a bit tricky. There we are. Same thing on, oh no. Yeah, it does that sometimes. Oh no. Okay. Gonna need to refill on potions, I believe. Alright, then we jump on. Oh no. Time to do. There we go. Wait, enter here. There we are. Climb, and then here we can drop it here by right clicking on the particles. And there we are. Gonna make all the mechs go evil. New enemy registered. Avos, proceed to attack with protocol. Objective, eliminate Avos presence. Begin transmission. Your job is over. I hesitate to say you did a good job. You will be able to let them tear themselves to shreds instead of giving. Okay, it's not way too fast. It's hard to read when it's all in caps. You will return to the factory with the teleportation mech and remain until further notice. But then... Oop. I knew it. It was such a long shot, but I knew the factory still had to be at large, and now I have evidence to prove it too. Maxi. This time we'll make sure you won't get another chance. I'll tell everyone what happened, and then we'll tear that factory down at the foundations. You should have picked a more private meeting place, Almuj. Freeze. So now we gotta catch Maxi here. We gotta run up to him here. He's not visible, but here we catch him basically. You're fast, you caught up this quick? I have no other choice. And it's time for another fight. You aren't going to stop me from getting to the battleground. You look like you were scratched up from the rust something. Surrender or I'll use my own mechs to smash you to scrap metal. We're gonna have to fight these two robots here. And then we have to fight Maxi after that. You also have to dodge the thunder. That's basically an instant kill every time I've been hit by it. It might not be made to be an instant kill, but if I remember correctly, it should be an instant kill. And to get back, you just walk onto the balcony in the beginning of the Corkus sequence here. The one that's weak to air, which is my main damage, is the one that's taking the longest to die here. Oh, unlike the other one, he doesn't get stuck in the... You defeated both of my powerful creations. I usually do not do this, but I guess I have no other option. I need to get this information to the others. Now I have to fight Maxi. He's not strong. He's not strong at all. But he seems to be running past my totem. There we are. No, I have to tell them. And he never made it back, and now it led to war. You harden your heart. There's no end, you think. Wrong. The end is in sight. Your soul, it awakens to something new. Not dark, not light, not in between, but separate. Power, gain, risk, new beginnings from an end. So may we offer you the end. The very center, the place deemed closest to your home, there in the center of Wynn you shall find the end. And yeah, that's the cue for the Detlas scroll. I just gotta stop by Lutho here to refill on some potions. Now, I'm gonna talk more about the boss fight when we get to it, but if you need potions as well, there's a little portal here you can take to get back to Dirt. I'll see you in Detlas. So, we're now in Detlas, and we are gonna head towards the northern exit here. Basically, we're gonna enter the barracks here to the right, and then we go through the door here to the left here by these combat dummies. And then we turn to the left again, and we can head up these set of stairs. And the teleport is right underneath there. If you die, just head through that one more time. Now before we go into there, this is a really hard boss fight. You might not notice it, but this is like the third time I'm trying to record this part. Trust me. I've gotten a few elemental potions here, a few normal potions. And I got some different weapons here with different elements. We're going to be fighting Aladar and Tassim. And if you kill Aladar first, you have to fight Tassim in the second half. And if you kill Tassim in the first part, you have to fight Aladar in the second half. I'd say go for killing Tassim first, because fighting Tassim in the second part is... it does not go well for me. But yeah, let's try this. So we enter the teleport here. So, Detlas, what a foolish place for a central trading town so close to the roots. My armies have been sent to the other cities. Their hero is inevitably busy. I will demolish this town. Their army will fall before us. You will destroy the guards. I will destroy the town. Now, peon, move. And we can now walk towards Detlas here. Halt, who goes there? Stop in the name of the Detlas army. Should you continue, you shall face the strength and courage of Admiral Aegis. Admiral, it's Bakal. We cannot back down against any foe. Charge! He died. Reinforcements. We need reinforcements. The strongest of Detlas' army is dead. The rest are hiding in fear. Detlas will fall. Excuse me? I think you're forgetting someone. Fool, run while you have the chance. Detlas will not fall today. We'll be making sure of that. We? And they're invisible, but it's Alidar and Tassim. Self-confident idiots. I won't even bother dealing with you two. Oh god. Here we go. Oh. Peon, deal with this nonsense. Oh. No, let me take the elemental potions before they kill me. Oh. Oh no, this might go badly. Yeah. Oh, no. I would recommend asking for help with this fight. Okay, I heeded my own advice, and I got my friend Alec here to help me out, and hopefully I won't die for what is probably like the 4th or 5th time. Oh. Ooh, where's my potions? Okay. Alright, no sense in screaming for the dead, but do you think I'm just gonna give up like that? It would be easier on yourself too. Ha! Didn't know Corrupteds had a sense of humor, twisted as it might be. I won't dare die while everything here is at stake. How's this then? Think your peon can handle me at my strongest? Yes, I do. A foolhardy show of power means nothing. Finish this. And here we are. Oh, we already got the first. Wow. Yeah. Oh no. No. Not Air Force. Oh no. Oh, you gotta be careful. They can one tap you. Oh no. No, no, no. No. Oh. Take another one of those. Oh no, not Air Force. Oh. Okay, he's almost gone. Oh no. Oh, we got him. After the two soldiers were slain in battle, Detlas crumbled. It stood as a monument to wealth, prosperity, and power in the Wind Province, and now it stands as a corrupted wasteland. The ruins of the city were a grim reminder of the power of corruption, and so the people began to lose hope. And so you've reached an end. You wonder, it is an end, but to what? To what purpose? What will you gain? You've seen loss, destruction, betrayal, all ends to some other than you, ends that will never come to pass. To end is a powerful thing. To find your end, you may never stop searching. You may find your end, but it's a day's time. But here you will gain the power to bring an end, to be brought yours. And we drop through here. A little ice pop out. Particle spam. However, though the change is I don't know that word. The power to bring an end, it is a choice, and that whether you will use that power, we cannot tell you. You must dine. You must dine to take that choice, or deign. I don't know. We may offer you not one more end. You must find your final end yourself. We will remain and offer others the same, and so we too here end. You've gained the power to end. You've unlocked the hunted mode. And there we go. Quest completed. A hunter's calling. Good job and GG on completing this quest. Man, it took a while for me to do it. 10 million experience points, 1 corrupted soul token, and hunted mode. Now, you may ask, what's this and what's hunted mode? Hunted mode is that when you create a new class, you can select the game mode hunted. And that will put your quest, or your class in a forever locked PvP mode. You can also now, on the class you completed the quest, by shift right clicking whilst holding this, you can click in chat to enable PvP mode. You must be in a city to do it. But basically you'll be able to fight other players who have this game mode on. You can see it in their name tag, it says PvP. Now if we take the portal to Lutho, quickly here, I can show you what you can do with this corrupted soul token. Okay. If we go over here past the scroll merchant, right by the entrance here, we find this mysterious merchant. Here you can buy ornate shadow armor. They don't stack, you can't wear them all at once, but they can be useful in builds. If you have a perfect build but you can't find the right leggings, maybe you can use this one and it will add some very useful IDs to your build and also a good amount of HP as well. And then if you regret your choice, you can always trade it back in to sort of mix and match between sort of different builds, and if you only have a token, you can always return and sell it to get the token back. But yeah, that was it for this quest guide. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you not in the next one, I guess, because this is the last quest as of recording, but I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.